4 very simple tips to improve your posture and alignment on a day-to-day basis. So these are tips that we share with our clients every single day, before and after they come into the clinic for every single appointment. These tips are so basic that you're going to be thinking, why on earth is he telling me this? But we don't do them enough, and this is a constant reminder to tell you that you need to be sitting and you need to be standing like this in order for your body to stay in alignment. It's these small, subtle habits that we change over a period of time that can cause problems with our back, problems with our hips, causing degeneration, causing arthritis over a long period of time. So they're so simple, but I'm just going to try and plant them in your head so that you keep on doing them. And I'll also show you exactly, if you're not doing them, what's going to happen to your body in the long run. If you stand on one leg for a week or 2 weeks, it's not really going to cause any problems in the long run, but it's over a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, then we start to build that habit and cycle, and your body will start to compensate until it's not able to compensate, and that's when we start getting pain and problems, and it's going to affect the dysfunction of your whole nervous system. So as chiropractors, we're really trying to get the body in the best position, keep it aligned so the nerves can communicate from the brain all the way through the rest of the body to keep you as healthy as possible. So my name is Dr. Jeremy Andrews. I'm a doctor of chiropractic here at West Chiropractic in Surrey, and we help people with chronic lower back pain and knee pain avoid a lifetime of painkillers and surgery and able to live their best and optimal life. First simple tip is going to be standing on 2 legs. And you think, well, we'll stand on 2 legs anyway. It's not like we're a cat or a dog and we use our hind legs to walk. So let me show you what I mean by this. So standing on 2 legs really means just having the weight distributed evenly through your body. So very often you'll see people just walking like this, or they're standing like this and they're standing on 1 leg. So all the weight is going through this side. Now, what is that going to do? Well, if you look at me now, my weight is evenly distributed. Got my core turned on, so it's very gently. I'm just tucking my tummy button in, and I'm squeezing my glutes very gently, just standing on 2 legs like this. So if I was waiting in a line, if I was watching my kid play football or rugby, I'd want to make sure that I'm standing feet planted, weight evenly going through the base of my spine, through my 2 SI joints, through my hips and through my knees. Now, if I'm like this, can you see immediately what happens to my pelvis? That left side, it drops down. It's going to put some pressure onto the outside of my hip here. It's probably going to put more weight through here, and it's going to cause a curve in my spine. Now, over a period of time, like an hour, I'm probably going to be okay. Even over a week, if I'm standing like this from time to time, I'm probably going to be okay. But after a year, there's going to be some degeneration in parts of my spine and my hips. Over 5 years, I might start to develop some niggles and problems when I'm exercising. But over 10 years, there's going to be a significant change. So it's really important that you do pay attention to these very subtle differences of how you're standing and sitting. So standing on 2 legs like this, super important. Engage that core and try and make a mental note. So this will be the tip for you, the challenge for you. Make a mental note of how many times this week that you're actually moving onto one side like this, moving onto one side like this, trying to have 1 foot in front of the other like that, and you're still putting weight back. And just reset yourself, reprogram your brain that you need to be standing on 2 legs like this, the weight evenly distributed through both of them. And then start looking at other people as well. When you're watching your kids play football, just look at how people are standing. Look at how they're leaning, look at how they're moving around. If you're in the pub this weekend, look at how people are leaning up against the bar or standing in poor positions. It's going to put a lot of pressure on their spine over the long period of time. And then it's also good to watch people walk. So really, you also want to be walking with that same principle. Weight even distributed through both sides. But you often see models walking like this, or the gangster walk. It's a hip like this and the hips move. It puts a lot of pressure on your back and it's very uncomfortable to walk like that, but a lot of people do it. So really encourage yourself, stand on 2 legs. So next, tip number 2 is sit on your 2 sitting bones. So this is really important, again, for the same principles as standing on 2 legs, but you need to make sure you're sitting down evenly in order for the weight to distribute evenly through your pelvis and your back. So let me show you what I mean. So very often we sit with our legs crossed. So when you sit with your legs crossed like this, there's going to be more weight going on one side than the other. And you're also going to put a lot of torsion through your hips. So it tends to be that gents will sit with a more wide cross leg stance and ladies will sit with a more closed cross leg stance like this. They're both not good. They're both going to put a lot of pressure through your spine. And especially if you're sitting for long periods of time, like for work or travel, then you need to make sure that the weight is evenly distributed through your sitting bones. So it has to be bum right back in the chair. Weight is distributed evenly between the sitting bones, making sure you're not leaning on one side more than the other. If you've got those armrests in the car, a lot of people will lean like this. Again, look at the pressure it's going to put on my spine. It's no good for my back. So you need to make sure that weight is going straight down through here. And then from the side, again, so hips back, shoulders in a good position, keyboard or steering wheel as close to me as possible. I'm really trying to draw those shoulder blades down, tuck that chin back in like this, take a lot of pressure off your body. Tip number 3, we always tell our clients to consistently keep hydrated and drink water. Coffee, tea, juice, herbal teas, they do not count. So you have to drink water. Make sure it's good quality filtered water as well. Due to the tap water in our systems, there's a lot of chemicals in there. So you want to make sure that you're drinking filtered water also. So you can get one of those filter jugs on Amazon for around 20-25 pounds, pop it in the fridge. It's going to do you a wonder of good as well. So if you're thinking about how much water should I be drinking, at least 1.5 liters a day. I drink at least 3 liters every single day. And some of you think that's a lot of water. Well, I exercise most days, so you lose a lot of that in sweat. So I need to rehydrate my body. But also I'm very comfortable with going to the bathroom quite a few times a day, just to make sure I'm filtering everything. Any more than 3 liters is probably slightly excessive, but my body is used to it. So in the mornings, we're all going to be dehydrated. If you slept for 8 hours, there's going to be a certain level of dehydration in your body. So I'll always drink 1.5 pints of water first thing in the morning when I wake up. That's almost 800 milliliters of water. So I'm already almost a third of the way there, and I'm constantly sipping water throughout the day to ensure that I'm consistently hydrated. But the most important thing I could say is ensure that you're drinking that water first thing, at least 1 pint of water in the morning to flush your body, get everything hydrated for the day ahead. The reason it's important is your body needs water. It's primarily made up of most of water. So if you haven't got enough of that in there, it's going to try and take vitamins and minerals from elsewhere, and you're going to lose those. So you need to make sure the muscles are turgid, you've got good hydration in the system to allow your body to function well. And then this is so simple again, but walking. Every time someone leaves our clinic, we always say to them, enjoy your walk, because we encourage them to go for a 5 to 10 minute walk after they've left the clinic in order for their body to reset. But you don't have to come to the chiropractor to enjoy a 5 or 10 minute walk. Make sure you've got an alarm, try and get yourself out of the office or out of home at least twice a day for a 10-minute walk around the block. Top tips, it's going to help with your circulation, it's going to help with your digestion, but it's also going to be really good for your joints to help mobilize the joints, help with your muscles around the area, and it's so easy. Especially when it's cold now, it's quite nice getting out with some cold air on your face. Okay, if it's wet, it's not as fun, but when it's dry and it's cold, it's good to try and recharge your body, wake up. It's going to improve your energy levels as well because you're getting things moving. So there we have it. Those are the 4 tips that we really try and hammer home to all of our clients when they come into the clinic. But you don't need to be a chiropractic client to enforce these 4 tips in your life to improve posture and better alignment. You can start with them very simply today. So if you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel for our regular updates. And as always, you can grab copies of my best-selling books here, The Secret Cure to Back Pain, How to Avoid a Lifetime of Painkillers and Surgery, and How to Transform Your Back. See you next time.